Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Yoruus speaking and welcome to another game. So this is going to be another of my tournament duels, the 19 Online Civ 5 tournament organized by civfanatics.ru. And as you can probably notice, I'm still going to replay this from I'm gonna replay this from a recording, so I'm gonna criticize myself as much as possible. Now, for this game, I actually picked Indonesia from the civs. I don't remember exactly what civs I had the ability to choose from. But from what I get, I actually picked Indonesia. Why? Well, first of all, this is Pangea, right? So, oh, nice pearls. I don't remember exactly this game, but I think it was pretty cool. Monument. All right. So I picked Indonesia. Why? Because it's a pretty strong civ. It's a very versatile civ. Well, you remember the game before didn't went that well. But first of all, replacement of garden can definitely help you get a religion or fight versus a religion. And if you actually be so lucky and get an option to plant those 3 extra cities on other continent, on an island or something, you'll definitely get an extra luxury, and that's sweet. There's like 3 free cities if you actually get the spots for it. So as I said, Indonesia is overall a pretty cool and versatile civ to get. Okay, he didn't plant this capital yet. Now, what I want to see is actually the points. You can probably see I got 40 points. He's got 4 right now. And the question is, how many points will he get when he's going to plant his capital? He's rolling Denmark, 42. 42, which most probably mean he did not plant his capital on the coast. I have no idea why is it like that, but I think that the tile, the ocean tile, is it a fish or anything other, actually counts for less points than a normal tile that you would get, a normal land tile. So actually when you plant your capital, you can basically see right from the start if your opponent has a coastal capital or not. So I decided to go coastal capital. I decided to go monument first. Not a huge fan on warrior start, since you can meet a city state, but you have a chance or not meeting them at all. So it's just okay to start off with the monument, which I actually started to do. And I'm going for animal husbandry, since, as I said, this is strategic balance, as I mentioned earlier on. So this is strategic balance, so I definitely will have a horse in my capital. Though I was really hoping I'm gonna get a 2 food 2 food 1 hammer tile this time, but I have the same hammers as him, so it's not that bad. All right, let's get some scouts. I'm wrestling pottery. Why am I wrestling pottery? I have no idea. Alright, this is nice. This is sweet. This is pretty cool stuff. You definitely want to meet, if you are going to meet a city-state, you definitely want to meet a fate city-state. This will allow me to get a Pantheon next turn. I don't remember exactly what did I get. Let's see. Come on, yours. What did you get? Production from fishing boats? Wood. Get something decent. Science. Yeah, great. I love this Pantheon. It's a really underestimated Pantheon. +2 science. Remember that it's for a city connection, so for 2 cities, your capital and an extra city, you get +4 science. It's not +2, it's +4 science. So that's basically a grade life, right? Estimated of grade life. And I noticed that those this is a perfect spot. See, great, I have a spot for an extra city right in here. This will make my unique ability useful this time around. In my previous game I had a chance to actually plant a city on a different continent, so this time I actually do, and this is awesome. This is absolutely awesome. This horse though, it's so far away. And barbarians, I love barbarians. La Venta, yeah, pledge to protect first of all. So what I was talking about, yeah, that actually going for optics this time. Well, it's kind of with the patch, you know, like Brave New World, well, the patch just with the Brave New World, going for lighthouses is just awesome. You get those extra hammers from fishing resources, so definitely with this capital that yields a lot of food and a lot of extra hammers right away. Definitely a lighthouse would be a nice choice this time around. Well, this barbarian camp is not great. The problem is that I can already tell you right now is that it seems like I'm committed to liberty. Probably I'm committed absolutely to liberty. Now, I don't see too much spots right now. I only see 3 unique luxuries for now. That's definitely not enough to get the great use from liberty. Yes, I can plant that extra city with the unique luxury from Indonesian unique ability, but still, that's only 3 unique luxuries. For liberty to really shine, you need a lot more. I mean, like a lot more. That's the problem in this tournament that I actually have. I have a hard time deciding when to choose liberty and when to actually go tradition. And for example, in here, I can already tell that I'm pretty far from my opponent, right? Like, I don't see him yet. And it seems like there's only a small 3-tile passage into my land and into his land. That's the most important part. Into his land. As I said in previous recordings, if you go liberty and your opponent actually goes tradition, you kind of have to pressure him at some point. You cannot just let him go, like, you know, like plant 3 or 4 cities, so go pop 2 or pop 3, get like a warrior or worker on a monument on a granary, and in those next cities like go granary library or just go library straight away. Probably in the second city go granary library, so you can send caravan back to capital and then go libraries and then go national college. You kind of can't let him do that. If you're gonna go liberty and you're gonna let the tradition player get the basic buildings, especially granary and libraries, and let him build national college, there's absolutely no way you can catch up in tech. You really need to pressure with those extra hammers from extra cities. You need to pressure him with military, so he cannot just build out economy, so you have a chance to actually be on par with tech for the first 120 turns, because liberty outshines tradition, if you have more cities of course, outshines tradition in the late game. But in the mid game, I mean, like, tradition is slow early game, very vulnerable before crossbows, but after crossbow, well, if tradition has peaceful time, it reaches crossbows much faster than liberty, and at that point it's on par with production. So if you miss those timings, you're in a world of hurt, basically. Now, another problem that I can already see is that I have only 1 city-state. That's bad. This is going to hammer. I'm gonna hemorrhage my gold. I will have a lot of gold problems, basically. Only 1 city-state. That's just not great. And still no more luxuries. Only 3 luxuries. That's, as I said, that's really not that much. It's gonna be problematic. It seems like I'm definitely not going for a fast settler. I mean, like, there's no reason to. I'm first at army, so I don't think that he's going to be able to get any tributes. Well, maybe from 1 city-state that I actually did not met. My scout's going to be in trouble. Those 2 barbarian brutes will probably give him a lot of trouble right now. Gonna give him a lot of trouble. Okay, I actually moved to save him. I think if they would attack both at the same time, that scout wouldn't survive at all. And another barbarian. So I'm absolutely having a hard time scouting. And hopefully this guy will survive. Well, one barbarian brute is behind the river, so this guy should actually survive that attack and be able to fortify there for a time being. Now the good point, the good thing is, as I said, he's not in a coastal capital. This actually gives me some sort of a playing field because yes, he has a chance to go scouting. Exactly. Fortify? No, you gotta move back. Yeah, exactly. Move back and fortify. Now this gives me a little bit of a window of opportunity because I should be able to get the timing for frigates, right? If he's not having a coastal capital, he probably will not rush frigates, and if he's going to rush frigates, he's going to have less ships to upgrade than you would normally have when you have a coastal capital. That's really good for me, and it's definitely optimistic for me in this game that he didn't plant a coastal capital. It's really great. Okay, that's enough said about that topic. So let's focus on the game itself. Now you're probably wondering, look, can I say anything about that player? I have absolutely no idea. I haven't played with this guy at all. But this is my first match in the loser bracket. I actually forgot to mention that. So if I'm going to lose this game, I'm going to go out of the tournament. So from now on, every single game is last chance for me. Okay, let's get the settler. Probably I'm gonna settle on copper. Probably. Okay, chopping a forest, getting some more workboats. Exactly, sweet. Look, he's probably on the second city already, which is a perfect timing. Actually, it's turn 24. In turn 24 you can already plant your second and even third city with tradition if you go population 2 into fast settlers. That's definitely the timing, so this is why he has more points than me. And after that he can easily go for some sort of a wonder if he really wants to. I could pay him to wonders, but I'm really not that comfortable. I rather want to have a nice eco start instead of wonders. And since I had the chance to actually pick the science pantheon, I'm not that pressured to go for great life, for example. I'm really not that pressured. Yes, it's going to be problematic, especially with the frigate timing, but as I said, he ain't got a coastal capital, so I personally think I do have the time to actually do it. But most importantly, I can probably overcome great life in the long term. Probably, with a big P. Okay. Trireme? Yes, we don't want those barbarian ships to pillage anything right now. But definitely he's not on 3 cities right now, since I planted my second city and I'm first at points right now. This is really great. This means that he has only 1 city. And my scout actually did survive, and he's all soon gonna have house the hammers. I'm actually second right now. Which means he's got pretty decent tiles. He should be having a pretty decent tiles. Come on, kill some barbarians, please. No? No barbarians? Nah. As you can probably see, I got a lot of barbarians trouble right now. Damn you barbarians, leave me alone. Go workboats, go workboats. First, you're too quick, Yoruus, with those demographics. This is the only problem. Well, I'm not making a commentary, I'm just going so fast with those demographic screens. Just looking up the information I actually want and I go out. Okay, there we go, classical era. I'm not risking Great Lighthouse. That would be actually a decent choice. But 6 in turn, that's a lot. I probably want to grow to population 6. I want to grow to population 6 and start making settlers. And he's already first at hammers, by the way. It's pretty decent. Fault luxury. That's nice. That's nice. A fault luxury. Let's give me an option for 4 cities easy. 5th city on the island in here with the unique ability. That's really cool. There's not too much land though in here. It's probably there's ice as well. Did I actually want to kill that barbarian with the scout? Zone of control, your zone of control. Yeah, and production focus. This was losing 1 hammer. Remember, just set up that production focus. That really is a lot of hammers in the course of the game. At least the 3 unit are building. It's really great. Okay, get another barbarian camp down. There we go, ice. Now this is a problem. Theoretically, if I want to have, well, there is a chance that, well, I know actually how this map looks, but let me explain. I want to click the minimap. Right, I cannot click the minimap. Now I don't have the other side, the west side explored right now, so I don't know if there's a passage on the west side. So what I want to do is definitely want to plant the city either on Furs or either on Tundra to have a possibility to actually pass from the west to east. So my capital will actually be useful, and I will not deny that. So I will not deny the passage from moving from side to side. Alright, yeah, I had a little bit of a pause. Seems like there's only a small passage in here. I'm actually leading at population, so I'm betting that he just stopped growing on population 3 or 4 and he was just making settlers to get those 3-4 cities. Russian players, I'm just gonna call them Russian forum players. This is much nicer. So Russian forum players really love tradition. Really, they love tradition a lot, but this is mostly because of the Pangea map. Pangea map can be so random, and tradition is really strong in the late game. So if games take longer and you actually don't have space or luxuries to expand, then tradition tends to be stronger than liberty, right? And I'm so used in duels to actually playing skirmish duels. I haven't played too much duels on Pangea against really good players, so tradition. Let's focus on the tradition. So Russian foreign players like tradition a lot, getting 3 or 4 cities and getting them to huge size, and then they like it that way, and then they want to fight. The problem with that approach is that when you lose a city, then you have a problem, right? If you lose a really great city, it takes away a lot from your hammers, science, gold, and so on. The liberty approach is a little bit safer, right? Because you can trade 1 or 2 cities even. If you have a lot of cities, then losing 1-2 cities, that's the point of those cities. They are called blocker cities or front cities, right? So you can lose them, you can fight over them, you can place them in good defensive spots. If you go 3-4 tradition and you want to maximize it, then you really don't want to make another city, because you're gonna lose the population capital, and I mean like a lot of population capital. It's 8 pop in capital, right? If you're gonna plant a city that you don't have happiness for, that's kind of a lot. But this time he actually went liberty, and this is really interesting. He went liberty too, so he definitely went for a free settler. Kitty, come on, give me a second. I need to put my cat. Kitty, get in here. So he actually went Liberty this time, which is pretty interesting stuff. I was definitely not expecting this. I was more expecting like he went Tradition, but he definitely went Liberty, and it seems like, well, it's actually hard to tell, because Liberty also can mean that he went for a Worker. He could get the Hammer bonus and he could get the Worker, or he just got the Free Settler. Now sadly I cannot click on Diplomacy screen to check that out, but, and there we go, another city-state. Now the question is, can I actually pass there? And where is he? I don't have a vision of his cities. I mean, like, this one is, I think, pretty much a blind game, and none, either me or him, we did not scout each other out, so we did not see our capitals. And I'm like, capital vision is a huge piece of information. Really, it's a huge piece of information. There we go, pop 6. I should be making a little bit more settlers right now. Kitty, get in here. Kitty. Give me a second. She's getting in here. Hutch. Alright, so unblock this side. This is what I was talking about. Give me a second. There we go. There she is. Hello, Fatso. She's like Garfield. So this is what I was talking about. This sea, this like inland sea or ocean, whatever you want to call it, is blocked, right? So I really need to plant a city on Fairs or the Tundra in the north if I really want to get my ships out of there. Now he's first at army. This is bad because he can easily get control on this side. I have only met 3 city-state. There's one more city-state that I probably will not reach, and he can easily demand tribute right now from those city-states that I haven't met, because he's #1 in army and I didn't pledge to protect. So one city he can easily demand tribute from that city-state, and that's bad because he's gonna have a lot of cash and I will have a lot of cash problems this way. But I'm happy on 2 cities. I'm getting my worker count up and running, so I can improve the land fast. Remember, my preferable number of workers is 1 worker per city. With Tradition, when you don't have the liberty, the citizenship, right, I even want like more from time to time, but most of the times the perfect number for me is 1 worker per city. Less, that's denying a lot of good tile improvements. Now the problem is in here, there's a barbarian camp, there's a barbed spear in here, and I cannot move forward. I would really love to scout there, but there's just no options. But look how far apart we are. And as you can see, finally I can see he has literacy 10, which means he has writing already, and there's a huge chance that he went for Great Lipe, something that I'm pretty used to. People really like to go Great Lipe. Now, is it a good wonder? It's a crazy good wonder, especially if the game is gonna go for a frigate rush, right? Who gets the frigate first wins most of the time. Great Lipe definitely helps with that. But as I said, I got my Pantheon that I want, and I'm not in a real threat of losing to religion, right? Because he's really far away. If he wants to get put pressure on my cities with his religion, he would need to get those cities in here, or a prophet or a missionary or something like that. It's probably not going to happen. Please show me how many cities he has. Well, probably he has 2 cities right now. This is not going to happen, so I have my time to get my religion. I don't have to rush it, and I'm almost 100% sure that I'll get my Pantheon right. So this Pantheon should allow me to kind of counter Great Lipe. It should. Will it? I'm not sure, but it should. Okay, Mr. Where are you going? Alright, I can plant my city on that island already. That's true. I actually forgot about that. Then I actually researched optics already, and there's iron. It's a pretty cool city spot. 1 to 3. Right, I can easily plant there on iron or on stone right away. So not that bad. Not that bad at all. +2 happy, +1 right now. Improving 1 more luxuries. So it's a pretty good start. I gotta say that. I gotta admit that. It's a pretty good start. Not that bad overall, especially with that extra island. Should allow me to get some nice happiness and a couple of cities up and running pretty quickly. But I will never have a chance to scout his capital. No way. It's just those barbarians are messing things up right now a lot. So you could say that I actually skipped Great Lipe on purpose. There's always a risk that, especially when you don't see enemy capital and you only see the literacy, that he has literacy, there's a huge chance that you're gonna fail with the Great Lipe race, cause come on, spell it out, Yoruus. Cause he could just go straight for it and like skip every building, everything. There we go, a settler right now. 2 spearmen, wow. Where's that settler going? Interesting. So you could just skip everything and went for Great Lipe, and if you didn't commit to that, you're definitely gonna lose it. So it's a waste of hammers, right? I prefer most of the time to get my economy up, get a worker or extra settler or something like that, especially with the science pantheon. Then you can easily get extra settler. This spot is pretty nice. I wonder if you settle on stone, do you lose the stone when it goes for that unique luxury? That's actually a good question. Kitty, please, come on. Give me a second, I'm sorry. Okay, and I'm back. It's like what? 10 o'clock? I was thinking for a second there that it was a settler without escort, but sadly it's not. Hopefully I can see his capital maybe. So my cat, when my kid is asleep, I'm like, as I said, it's 10 at night, right? And she's starting to make noises, right? And we don't want that cat making noises when your kid is asleep. It cancels the stone. Damn. Okay, so yeah, the question is, what would be better, cancel the stone or the iron? But if you didn't know that, unique ability cancels the tile you're making a city on, so that's a huge problem. But please be quiet, kitty, okay? Be quiet. Yeah, go in here. There we go. Okay. Natural wonder, good scout. This scout definitely paid for himself. He'll probably not survive. There we go. Well, he actually did survive, but I'm not gonna get the scouting information on his capital. No way. But the actually good thing is that I actually see the natural wonder. That gives me extra happiness. That's really great. And he planted spices, so he ain't got a coastal capital, and he's not having a second or third city on coast, and that's great. That's really great. That tells me there's no problem. You don't have to rush frigates, really. You definitely want to get there at some point, but you probably have all the time you want to actually get there in time, because he cannot outproduce you. Probably if I'm gonna plant all my cities or most of my cities on coast, I should be able to defend my cities with galleasses, for example, for the time before I will reach frigates, because I'm gonna have more production. So what I really need to do is just, yes, get there, get the science up, but overall just defend until my Coastal hammer advantage will kick in. Am I actually going for Great Life? I'm going to try to get a Great Life. That's pretty ballsy, I would say. It's pretty ballsy. And going for 4 city NC or 5 city NC? It looks like 5 city NC. I don't think it's going to be a 5 city NC since I'm going to get a lighthouse there. You know, definitely going to get science up right now. Pretty nice on demographics. Pretty nice on demographics. Now the question is, I think I'm gonna go with that city to the south. Like south looks nice right now to get a city there. Yeah, getting this copper there looks really nice. There we go. This is what I said, Great Life. So he definitely went for Great Life. Not rush it. But he definitely went for Great Life at least 7 or 8 or even more turns ago. So I definitely wanted to get other cities, other buildings right now. Now the problem is he's definitely gonna get an advantage at science right now, and this could be a little bit problematic. And my cat is making noise again. Come on, kitty. Bad cat. Come on, cat. What's wrong with you? So he's going to have that science advantage. I definitely need to connect my cities to get use of my Pantheon if I want to catch up to that science. Like that's 1 extra attack and plus 3 extra science, and that's quite a lot. Give me a second. Excuse me for a second again. Okay, and there we go. Yeah, finally met the 4th city-state. This is great. Okay, this scout definitely paid off. Now, the problem is all of those city-states actually want barbarian camps cleared, and I have no military there. So you can easily ally at least 3 city-states. I would really love to ally the city-state that is between us, but is it doable? I don't know. It's hard to tell. Definitely that passage will be a crucial point to control. What's good is though, it seems like, yeah, he's on 3 cities. Finally, I'm seeing that. He's on 3 cities and I'm definitely leading in amount of luxuries, and it's great. It's really great, though I will need to compensate for the Great Life. I definitely need libraries, and I would really love National College. Will I be able to get it? We shall see. We shall see, since I don't remember that exactly. I really need to get a road, at least to my 1st city. My 2nd city, I mean. Yeah, I cannot scout that. Damn. Another barbarian camp. What? Damn you barbarians. I don't like barbarians so much. Messing things up. From the map, it would, well, I don't have any natural wonders right now. The problem is the city-state access. To be honest, I have only access to 1 city-state. Yeah, and my scout just died. Was destroyed by a barbarian spearman. So barbarians are definitely helping him out. Because my scout there on his side was killed by a barbarian spearman. I mean, like, come on. How much bad luck you really need to have to do it. So I lost scout, and I lost probably any chance to actually get a vision on his capital. That's bad. I will not be able to see what wonders he's actually starting to make. I would possibly bet that he's going for Oracle. That would be a pretty wise choice, since he got Great Lab. He sees that I'm pretty far away, so There's no way to actually pressure him, so he can easily go for great for Oracle and get a great scientist. That would be pretty painful. He already has great life, so he's getting that great scientist point right away. So he can definitely get, if he gets Oracle, he can get a great scientist before Liberty Finisher, especially if he goes for Commerce 1 or Tradition 1 or something like that. I would love to get Oracle, but I don't think I'm gonna rush it. We shall see. It would be a wise choice. Well, wise choice. The question is, did he enter Classical Era? Well, I'm 100% sure that he did. So he should be getting great life into Oracle. That would be the wisest choice to make right now. And get that great scientist. So he's definitely having that science advantage. And a little bit of wonder advantage, I would definitely say. It's going to be pretty hard to actually overcome that science advantage. The good thing, as I said, that gives me a chance in this game, at least when it comes for naval warfare, because I'm focusing right now on naval warfare, is actually come on, the thing that he actually don't have the coastal capital, and he ain't got a coastal city. I only had the coastal third city. Only not having one city on the coast. Probably the rest I will definitely try to get on the coast. And this is great. And I just got friends with Laventa. Why did I do that? Clearing that barbarian camp. Yeah, great. That's awesome. That's awesome. Hello. +2 fate. Not much, but always something. Mausoleum of Halicarnassus. Chances to get it? 0 to none. But this city-state's won the trade route, so there's a huge chance that I can actually get Laventa as my ally. And I'm super happy with that. Okay, Surabaya will grow one more population. I'm gonna get 2 happiness from a circus in Jakarta. Okay, he's on 4 cities right now and actually getting pyramids. Wow. Which is super great information right now. What I should be doing, since he went for pyramids, and I really hope I did that, right when I get to philosophy, I should be getting Oracle. There's a huge chance right now that I can actually get Oracle. Tradition, yeah, he's mixing Liberty with Tradition, though I got a little bit more in Tradition, in Liberty right now, to get that free worker, get that things faster. But what I really should do right now is get Oracle. I really should be doing that. I really hope that in next turn I'm gonna go. Yeah, there we go. Valletta declares war on you. There's no way to control Florence and Valletta like he cannot control Laventa. Oracle, man, come on. Yes, Oracle. Exactly. No, don't make. Oh, Yoruus, if you're gonna mess this up. Oh man, this is risky. This is ballsy and risky. Wow. I don't think this is a wise choice. I don't remember exactly how this game went, so I'm really crossing my fingers right now. Then I'm not gonna mess this up and I'm gonna get Oracle. Because this is a huge point of this game. If I will be able to deny him Oracle. Come on. Fair is everywhere. Ooh. If I could deny him Oracle, then that would be really, really great. He will not get an extra scientist. But if he gets Oracle, I will be in a huge world of pain. Alright, I'm gonna finish the part here. So thank you very much for watching. And see you in a second. Best wishes. Yoruus out.